Welcome to the Isles Report, where we bring you the latest. In retail news, here is your host, Damon.
Hello, retail family. This is Damon, your retail investigative reporter. I'm coming to you from the Up and Down the Aisles newsroom. I hope you are having a wonderful day. Okay, let's do it. This show is brought to you by Grin Gear, the brand for everyone surviving retail with a smile. From now hiring patience tees to mugs that say what you're really thinking, Grin Gear keeps the humor in the hustle. Grin Gear, retail-inspired humor gear. Aldi is removing self-checkout lanes, and Lay's is making big changes before the end of 2025. Self-checkout kiosks are among the most controversial advents in the grocery industry, popular for their convenience, yet criticized for being difficult to use and enabling theft. These potential downsides may be why Aldi is getting rid of many self-checkout lanes, joining the growing list of grocery chains that have done the same. During the summer of 2025, Aldi customers began posting to social media about self-checkout systems disappearing from their local stores. In early September, the popular discount grocer confirmed that it has removed the feature from several locations, and it isn't the only chain doing so. We continually test and refine our in-store technologies and checkout options to better address customer needs and enhance operational efficiency. An Aldi spokesperson shared in a statement to Up and Down Media, however, the brand has ensured that self-checkout will remain available at many Aldi stores. While Aldi has yet to state how many stores will lose their kiosks and in which areas, online speculation, including comments from self-proclaimed employees on Reddit, alleges that theft is the true culprit behind the move. Others have added that self-checkout lanes hurt store efficiency due to user errors that require assistance from staff members, who are timed and graded for speed on every task they perform. This is why Aldi's cashiers are so fast. Some shoppers think that the frantic cashiers are among the most annoying things about shopping at Aldi and are mourning their self-checkout stations, while others say that the speedy staff has always been a more convenient option. Either way, other grocery chains are following suit nationwide. Regardless of customer opinion, Aldi is far from alone in its latest decision. In 2023, Walmart began removing self-checkout from a handful of locations spread across New Mexico, Missouri, and Ohio. In June 2025, a Walmart in Shrewsbury, Missouri, axed all of its self-checkout lanes at once, hoping to reduce the huge volume of police calls from the store regarding shoplifting. Reports and arrests associated with that location have since gone down. Likewise, Dollar General cut self-checkout from 12,000 of its stores in 2024. Dollar General CEO Todd Vassal said that self-checkout will only remain in locations that are higher volume and low shrink, or don't have significant issues with loss of inventory. That same year, Safeway pulled self-checkout from multiple stores in California with the goal of reducing theft. Regional warehouse chain Winco also removed the feature from stores in Portland, Oregon, and Billings, Montana in 2025. While the concept still has tons of defenders, it's clear why many grocery shoppers and employees think the self-checkout experiment failed and it's time to move on. In addition to profit loss and constant user errors, some assert that automated kiosks take jobs away from cashiers. Many customers dislike the impersonal nature of checking out on their own. In fact, Trader Joe's probably won't offer self-checkout anytime soon, since the company prioritizes warm interactions between shoppers and staff. It remains to be seen if yet more popular grocers will start having seller's regret in regard to Express Lane. America's favorite snacks have long been associated with extensive lists of artificial ingredients, but that may be on the verge of changing, as one of the biggest names on your grocery store shelf, Lay's, is about to phase them out. This comes as a wave of activism around food additives like artificial coloring food dyes has been sweeping the country, putting pressure on companies to drop long-used synthetic and processed ingredients. The move was announced by Lay's in an official press release, along with a larger overhaul of the brand's image. In that same announcement, the company pledged to remove all artificial flavors and colors from artificial sources, and to do so by the end of 2025. Lay's notes that the changes will affect its entire core portfolio of products, including the Lay's Baked, and Lay's kettle cooked brands, and that all future releases will be held to the same standard. In addition to those artificial ingredients, Lay's is also changing the recipe on some of its baked and kettle cooked products to both lower the fat content and respond to consumer preferences around certain cooking oils. Lay's baked is switching to olive oil after having previously been made with corn oil, and the reduced fat version of Lay's kettle cooked will now use avocado oil instead of its current mixture of corn, canola, and sunflower oil. This should give fans the option to avoid seed oils if they want, while still preserving the flavor of other Lay's potato chip products. The changing of recipes and dumping of artificial flavors and colors is being paired with what Lay's calls its most ambitious visual refresh in its nearly 100-year history. The new design is all about highlighting the more natural process, namely the fact that Lay's chips are made with real potatoes, which the company says many consumers don't realize. In addition to a new font, the bags will now feature photos of whole potatoes and other fresh ingredients set on a rustic wood paneled backdrop. The color schemes of each bag will also be getting a refresh to make them more vibrant, pairing naturally with the ingredients used in each flavor. Lay's announcement comes as more brands and companies are succumbing to the pressure campaign against artificial ingredients. Just last week, Walmart announced it was dropping artificial dyes and other ingredients from its store brand products. Other brands like General Mills and PepsiCo made similar pledges earlier this summer. But while certain dyes do have legitimate health concerns around them, it is important to remember that simply dropping these additives doesn't automatically make snack foods healthy. Much of the problem with ultra-processed food comes from the high amounts of fat and sugar, the former of which Lay's also appears to be addressing. While LA Ways and other companies' moves here are worthwhile, they only address a small part of the problem with standard American diets. Thanks for joining me for this edition of the Isles Report. Until next time, this is Damon signing out.